Are you expecting those jailers on the day to put on peaceful?
Good morning. I welcome you to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning here in the commercial capital of Nigeria, Lagos. My name is Kolade for Larry Kadeshman. I want to use this opportunity to thank all our viewers, all our reviewers who have been a strong part of this program since inception. We do not take you for granted. We love all your contributions. We love all your support. And we love all your prayers, because we know your prayers is being answered or not. We also want to always crave your indulgence that this platform, you have rights to your own opinion. Every other person who is a reviewer or a viewer has rights to his or her own opinions from across the world. Please, I'd like to crave our indulgence that this is not a platform to cyberbully. This is not a platform to abuse one another. This is not a platform to take revenge on whatever one person has done or another. It is just simply for your opinion. Review the daily newspapers and make sure that people across the globe understands what's happening and how Nigerian feels. Because these reviewers, they represent the Nigerian public. And viewers too also represent the public in Nigeria across the globe. Yes, thank you very much for always being part of this program. This morning, we have our newspapers readily available that we want to begin to look into. I'd like to start with the Blueprint newspapers this morning. And the major headline in the Blueprint newspapers this morning says, aftermath of Ondo APC primaries, rally behind Ayedatiwa, Ganduje Bex Oke, Akefolari, Ibrahim, others. He says, we cannot afford to lose to the opposition. Ex-Deputy Governor Agbola Ajayi wins PDP ticket. That's in the Blueprint newspapers this morning. Ex-Deputy Governor Agbola Ajayi wins PDP ticket. That means, apart from other party, it's going to be a major tussle between Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, who is the sitting governor of Ondo State, under the umbrella of the All Progressives Congress, and former Deputy Governor Agbola Ajayi, who is now the flag bearer of the People's Democratic Party. Downpour, jailbreak. Federal government considers relocating Suleja correctional facilities. As we're aware, there was a jailbreak in Suleja correctional facilities, and so they're considering relocating Suleja correctional facility. That's in the Blueprint newspaper. Go next to the New Telegraph. The major news on the New Telegraph newspaper this morning says TUC, that's Trade Union Congress, blames PMS shortage on federal government's delay in activating Port Harcourt refinery operations. That's the major news headline in the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. NCO's 119 inmates escape as heavy rain destroy Suleja Custodial Center. That's in the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. Air Peace airplane makes emergency landing at Lagos Airport. Suspension, Dana begins refund to affected passengers. Yes, I've asked this severally, that some of us who travel via aircraft to some parts of Nigeria, local flights, a lot of people said they have paid in advance to Dana Air. How will they get their money? So this news this morning says suspension, Dana begins refund to affected passengers. Senator Ayogu Eze dies at 66. Former spokesman of the National Assembly, the Red Chamber, Senator Ayogu Eze, is dead. He has passed on. He died at the age of 66. Lagos State government, we've not increased minimum wage. That's according to speculations going around that the governor from 35,000 made a 35,000 extra palliative to cushion the effect of the economic issues affecting civil servants, affecting Lagosians. So from December, he had been paying 70,000 as minimum wage. He has said that is not the minimum wage, but he was using that to cushion the effect of the economic downturn. Thank you very much. That's for the New Telegraph this morning. Okay, before I leave the New Telegraph newspaper this morning, Tinubu to Netherlands Prime Minister. We have high-grade lithium to power global gain energy. That's according to the president of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu says we have high-grade lithium to power global gain energy. Abia North, Kalu deserves support. Commendation says ex-Abia Deputy Speaker. Insecurity, thousands flee Niger community as army withdraws men. Yes, common food additive increases diabetes risk. That's according to study. So from there, I'll go to the Nigerian News Direct newspaper this morning. Vox Populi, the normal saying. Vox Populi, Vox Day. The major news headlines in the Nigerian News Direct this morning says, Vox Populi 2023 election results reflect the will of the people. That's according to a U.S. report. 2023 election results reflect the will of the people. That's the major news headline in the News Direct newspaper this morning. And before I leave the Nigerian News Direct this morning, I'd like to look at some sub-headlines which says, federal government set to sell discos to reputable operators in 3 months. We've resolved logistics issues responsible for lingering fuel queues. That's according to NNPC Limited. 5 arrested for attacking, injuring 4 LASMA officers. Federal government owing workers March, April wages. That's according to Labour. Yes, I'll also go to this Nigerian newspaper this morning. This talks about the jailbreak in Suleja, which says, jailbreak, 106 inmates still at large, 13 recaptured. Federal government considers relocating Suleja correctional facilities. That will be all for this Nigerian newspaper this morning. I'll go to the Platform Times. Residents flee as soldiers withdraw from Niger community following terror attack. I'll take only that from the Platform Times this morning. Then in the Daily Trust, it says bandits attack Zomi Emir's palace, kill 3, destroy GSM mast, ex-Nasarawa administrator house also hit. That's in the Daily Trust. Salient Times says new minimum wage won't be ready in April. That's according to Labour. The Guardian says how weak power lines, vandalism, worsen electrocution incidents. The Nation says Tinubu, I take tough policy decisions in people's interest. I take tough policy decisions in people's interest. The worst of the storm over. Dutch businessman to invest 250 million naira in Nigeria. Yes, that will be all for the newspaper this morning. I'd like to have my first reviewer on the program this morning, and that's the person of Mr. Niyi. Mr. Niyi, you're welcome to Bystanders. You're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning.
Thank you very much.
There's a U.S. report by an agency that is under the Secretary of State of the United States that says 2023 election was the will of the people, despite the fact that it is one way or the other in some quarters.
Yeah.
But the result of the election still shows that that is the will of the people.
Well, it's a very controversial, submission by the USA, but I think it is the truth. Let me tell you
When you are being slapped and all you do is turn your right cheek to receive the slap continuously, then everybody will say you enjoy it. Nigeria is a situation whereby it's like a situation whereby a woman is married to her husband. Her husband keeps maltreating her, keeps abusing her, but at the end of the day, she tells everybody, don't interfere in my marriage. I love my husband. I want him to continue maltreating me. I am not going to fight for divorce. Nigerians are like that root that die with her husband. The only day Nigerians will revolt is when probably Nigeria is 0%, poor. Nigerians have been wired to love their oppressors, regardless of however they maltreat them. If that election result was not the need, was not the statement, was not the will of the people, Nigeria today will not be at peace.
So that means you support what the US reports.
Let me tell you, if Tinubu did not win the election, Nigeria will not be at peace.
Why
It simply tell you that.
Why did you say that?
No, it simply tell you that Obi was not the man of the people. You become the man of the people when you understand the people. Obi does not understand the people. Tinubu understood the people way back 2012. That was why I was able to galvanize them to occupy Nigeria. It is counterintuitive. It doesn't make sense to some people. But the truth is, if Obi had understood the people, he would have been able to galvanize them to do the things he needed to be done so that he could be in that position.
What would you think? What would you have advised?
The question is, what would Tinubu have done if he had lost? Tinubu would have galvanized the CSOs.
No.
Oh my
you
goodness.
do not speak for him.
Oh,
A sitting president, good luck,
If he had
Bele
lost,
Jonathan lost election. A sitting president.
Wait, Mr. Kadesh.
And he
Mr.
heaven
Kadesh,
never failed.
Mr. Kadesh, hold on. I have told you that when the will of people is being tampered on, right, the right people will trigger the people to take the right reactions, to take the right actions. Tinubu was not a president when we had 2012 Occupy Nigeria. So many people that joined Tinubu in that crusade, right? In that agitation. 2023, some of them did not vote for him. There were so many celebrities that were there during that time, but come 2023, they did not vote for him, they voted for Obi. And they were waiting for Obi to give them
Can you mention
direction.
one or two names?
Listen,
So for
I
us
don't have
to be
listen, I don't have my document, I don't have the catalog. But it's an open knowledge.
Yes,
It is an open
somebody came here and said
Listen, no.
APC was not part of the confab during Jonathan's time. And I just mentioned one name where he still argued, and I brought the evidence out.
APC had elected members, they had House of Reps, they had, big men. So of course they were part of confab. But APC they had Femi Gbajabiamila in the State of Assembly then. I recall what Femi Gbajabiamila did against PDP. What is Obi doing? Listen, Obi is not one of the people. You will not be a man of the people if you don't know how to push the people to do some things. I keep saying it. If Obi is the man of the people, Obi will push the Labour Party. Listen, Tinubu was not the president. He was pushing Femi Gbajabiamila in the National Assembly. He was pushing ACN. He was pushing Nigerians. Nigerians were agitated. Why is Obi not doing the thing that if he call himself the man of the people, why is he not doing what the people need? Nigerians want someone that will push them in the right direction because this system is very solidified. This system has been concretized. Nigerians need a powerful leader. Obi is not presenting himself as a powerful leader. So he did not win the election because if he had won, he would have fought for it.
Okay.
I am not talking of chaos. I am not talking of him being in prison. I am not talking of him being incarcerated. But his reaction, today he's talking like a lazy man. Yes.
How would you say
He's
that?
not presenting himself as a fighter. Obi is not a fighter. I dare to say, I dare anybody to challenge me.
What are the qualities?
He is not a fighter.
What are the qualities you are looking for in a fighter? Is this somebody that will carry chest?
Let me tell you,
carry gun
a
and
fighter is a person that is ready to say things bluntly. Are you?
I can take him up.
Are you going to?
Please come.
Are you going to tell me that Obi that Baba Ahmed is not a greater fighter than Peter Obi?
What would you say?
I disagree with him because these are purely a trap.
This is what they keep saying.
No,
this is what they keep saying. Let me tell you, let me tell you. In the fight, no, Obi is not civilized.
No, are you expecting a civilized man?
Let me tell you.
Okay, hold on, Mr.
have a military. No, let me tell you. I say.
Just give him 1 minute to say something.
Yes, I want to respond to that.
Let him quickly respond. So we'll continue.
Remember, there was a kind of agitation, to move to the streets. What you're seeing after 1 year, that report came from the US that this election was suppressed by the system that they did. Bro, if we had gone in favor of the APC, if that report had gone in favor of the APC, would anybody come out and say, no?
But there's a US report now.
No, I'm coming. If that report had gone in favor of the APC, but I'm coming. Just hold on, please. Hold on. This is a very clear thing.
Okay.
That Obi has not shown, currently now, Obi seems to be the face of the opposition. That's one. Two, nobody, I'm against it even when they were saying, move to, I said, no, go to court.
So that people can see.
That is what civility is all about. Go to court. Show Nigerians leadership. What it takes to be a leader. He went to court. Hold on. Talk like a civilized person. Don't bring sentiment into this. Even if Tinubu loses election tomorrow, is he going to carry arms?
He will not carry.
They will destroy him.
Did I tell?
Okay, listen. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're saying. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me run. Let me run this man down.
No. You cannot run me down.
Let me run him down. No, bro, hold on. No.
Let me tell you. Let me take you back to Senegal.
Let me tell you.
Senegal, a boy of 40 years old did what Peter Obi could not do. And you are telling me Peter Obi is not civilized?
Let me respond to you.
In Senegal, the Oman was in prison and people saw that for a need to push.
I have facts. If you don't know the story of Senegal, I will tell you the story of Senegal. You are not making sense like this.
You are not scared. You cannot fight for freedom.
For the benefit of
everybody that is scared cannot fight for freedom.
Hold on.
You have made their point. You have made their point. And in a civilized world, nobody is going to support Obi.
No, don't go.
Don't remove that press phone. Listen. Nobody will, even the US, even the most civil society in the world cannot encourage Obi. There is court, even though the court might not believe in what is happening or cannot give you judgment. What is required from you is not to carry arms against, because you lose. You be Boko Haram. Go to court. Let the court decide.
Did Senegalese carry arms?
Let me tell you now. You see that Buhari currently now.
Did they carry arms in Senegal?
I'll give you time to talk.
Occupy Nigeria. Did they carry arms?
You've been talking.
Continue.
Stop giving excuses for a man that doesn't have the capacity.
He has what it takes.
Peter Obi doesn't have the capacity.
And from what is on ground now, you've seen that this government of APC seems to be state managed. Purely state managed. Look at Renault Mercury. All of them has gone into hiding. $1 was coming that way. I know that this economy is a fixed economy. Artificial.
No.
Bros, wait.
Don't change the topic.
I'm coming now. What I'm telling you now. What I'm telling you.
Let me have my time.
Obi has shown civility.
Let me have my time.
Obi has shown character.
So that's why
wait now. I'm coming.
Let me have my time.
With fires and arms and all that.
Bro, nobody. God bless you. No, court is there, and the court has done the needful as expected. Then he says, okay,
if I may, let me have my time.
And from time to time, okay, both of us are in this country. When about APC-led government, we are even advising Tinubu to bring Obi into the government of the APC.
Because of his brilliance.
Oh, yes, small.
Let me Sani.
Let small.
Let Mr. Ni say, don't go yet, don't go yet. But can we give Mr. Ni
No,
time to
he
talk?
has no facts. We don't need to give him.
No, you think he does not have
But you now. Why would you encourage someone that lose the election to carry arms?
No, it's
Have I
wrong.
said
It's
that?
against-
Have I said that?
Yeah, he didn't mention that.
Have I said that?
Mention that. Please, Mr. Ni, just let's quickly round up with Mr. Ni. Let's quickly round up with
All
Mr.
right.
Ni.
Well, Mr. Kadesh,
Yes, sir.
you see,
What do you expect of me to do? To carry arms?
it is only a lazy man that complains of his tools.
That was how I want to
The Nigerian people are the greatest tool any politician that is ready to fight for freedom must work with. If you are not ready to conscientize the people to take their country and then you show workings, you are not ready. I have not seen a freedom fighter. I have not seen a man that has promised a nation that I want to rescue you from the hands of your what? Of your, what's it called? Those that have captured you. Without being ready to get to be apprehended for even a day. I am not saying Peter Obi. I am not saying Peter Obi should carry gun. I am not telling Peter Obi to kill people.
Yes, like you said.
But Diomaye Faye did something.
In civility.
Listen, Diomaye Faye did something. You will not tell me Diomaye Faye is not civil. Diomaye Faye was imprisoned. He was in prison for over how many months? For over 3 months. But what does he have today?
He's the president of Senegal.
Okay, you think if they want to arrest Peter Obi today, even as he is, they cannot arrest him?
Of course, on what basis would you have thought they would have arrested him? He has not done anything against the law.
Let me tell you, he has not done anything if he conscientizes the people.
So why would you say the government of the day? Because I do not believe the government of the day arrests people who are innocent.
That is the problem. He is the one saying that they will arrest him. Ask him why they will arrest him. The question I have asked, and my statement is this: why is Peter Obi not galvanizing the people? After all, you are saying that the people are for you. Why are you not galvanizing them? You think if Tinubu was in this position, he would galvanize the people?
In what way?
How did he galvanize them in Occupy Nigeria? Did they carry arms in Occupy Nigeria?
He wanted to carry arms.
Okay, did they carry arms in Occupy Nigeria? Let me rest here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, yeah. Sorry, let me quickly have. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Kunle. The only Yoruba man I have on this platform that a lot of the Igbo boys are always saying, this is the strongest man on Flip TV, Bystanders at the Newsstand. You're welcome to Bystanders at the Newsstand this morning.
It's a pleasure. Thank God it's Friday, and I want to thank every one of you there. I want to thank you. I can't start mentioning names because it will take time, but I want to call out Obi Real. Obi Real, I really appreciate you. You know, I've been saying it. You are 1 in a million person that I've ever seen. The way you analyze your things, your way of engagement, I really concur to it. And I keep telling people every time, such person like you, we still need you around to, balance issues. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Kunle, I like this your outfit.
Yeah, is it
because today is Friday?
Yeah, it's because today is Friday, and I remember that I remember my heritage, and I have to just wear
Do you not remember your heritage from Monday to Thursday?
I don't. Normally it's our tradition. On Fridays, Friday you wear the native. On Friday you wear the native. Why on on weekdays you go on colonial,
So when you go on your colonial, you still believe in the colonial masters that they are the ones still controlling our minds.
Yeah, they are the ones
controlling our minds.
Bro,
I can wear native on Monday.
Sure you?
I can wear native on
I
Monday.
can do that too, but I just feel like Friday. I always dedicate native for Friday, and I will keep doing that. I love that.
Okay, I'll assure you that from next week I'll be African to the core and wear native Monday to Sunday.
You're welcome to Africa.
You're welcome to Bystanders at the Newsstand.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, there's a US report that says 2023 election results favoring Tinubu is or was the will of the people.
Yeah, that's the governorship election. Why that was the presidency election
favoring Tinubu?
Yes, and it was the will of the people. They got it right there, and at the same time, the governorship election, there was glitches of crisis within the two regions. Who are the two regions? The southeast and the southwest. And what caused all those glitches of crisis was our brother from another mother that came in to election without not even preparing. They took Obi, as Obi is all in all, that we just come and sweep all the votes in Nigeria. And we told them, prior to election, election doesn't go that way. You sell yourself, where do you sell yourself to? You sell yourself to the populations that matters, the region that has the populations that matters. And who is the region? You're talking of the Borno of this world. You're talking of the what's it called? Sokoto of this world. You're talking of the power brokers, politicians in that north. You did not go there. You're going around, going to churches. My pastor, pray for me. Pastor, this, that. And I was watching a TV program. I was watching a TV program where a Northerner, that Northerner was the chairman of National Insurance Scheme also. He's now a Northerner. He said, we don't know Obi. We don't know him. He has not come to us. We don't know him. That was how the man was saying. And you did not spread your spectacle across. And you are saying you won election. Won election on what aspect? And the two-third, they said, but he wants to talk of Abuja. He wants to talk of that. I say, what are these people? Are these people knowledgeable at all? The two-third, they are even saying it was a scam of clause. That's like a clause of scam they put into our electoral system during 1999, which was for them to, sway way for President Shagari. Then, just to knock out.
In all sincerity, do you believe? In all sincerity, Mr. Kule, do you believe that Peter Obi had sympathetic followers?
Yeah, he had the crowd, definitely, but the crowd doesn't turn to,
no.
Yeah?
If in the general election, in the final counting, he may not win.
Definitely.
But some places, he won this election.
Yeah, he won. He tried. I'm not saying
so
he's not trying.
We have taken it away from him that Peter Obi is a strong man in Nigerian politics.
He had a good
was
fight.
able to revolutionize a lot of
He had a good fight. These are the men, you see, all this propaganda, like the one that came on Bystander, those are the people that caused Obi downfall. They went on social media, they started the cyber bully. And I can't even mention somebody they've not abused in this Nigerian. The dignitaries of this country. I can't even mention one that did not. And you are looking for votes. And look at what we are even saying now. An home you built, and an home that is crowded of followership. What has the Labour Party turned to that? That is why we said Obi doesn't have the capacity to control a party and to mobilize. People. Look at how they are messing the guy up. Look at the party.
Do not forget the fact that Obi had to take on Labour Party, according to Dr. Doyin Okukwe, who was part of those moving around negotiating with Obi to get a platform. He has said that their ideology with Labour Party was not at par. But out of all the parties they discussed with, Labour still had a good standing. That was why they chose Labour. So if these things are happening now, Obi had foreseen it, don't you think?
He ought to. If he had foreseen it, he will have stayed away from Labour. Let me not.
But that was the only platform that was readily available.
There are other parties. There were other parties that can click to. There are other parties, right? There was other parties I think I can count there were like 10, 15 parties that contested that election. Party members that contested that election. And I can tell you categorically, Obi happens to be, I can't say, sorry to say this, with having prostitute politicians, he's trying to make himself a prostitute politician. Abga, I was there when Ojukwu was campaigning. I glued myself to the screen. And Ojukwu, Ojukwu said, Gregory, this is our party, oh, Abga. You know Yoruba have their Haiti. Let us promote our party, Abga, so that we can rise up and find our way, work our way to the presidency. Now, Mr. Gregory was there. Tears was shedding in the eyes of Ojukwu. I'm here to say this, and I'm telling you the history that I follow, not this that they say. I was watching it live on TV. And it got to a time, Obi spent 8 years in Anambra.
In Anambra.
Yes, and he left Anambra. He jumped, he jumped the gun and moved down to what? Moved down to PDP. Was he wanted in PDP? No.
But he was welcomed. He was even a vice presidential candidate.
I said, was he wanted in PDP?
He was welcomed.
He wasn't. Let me just say it. The only place they gave him was chairman of Stock Exchange Commission.
No.
He was
made a vice presidential candidate.
He
wasn't. With Tinubu, with Atiku, sorry, under Atiku.
What year?
Yes, that was 2019.
2019. Yeah, you confused.
No, it's 2019. 2019.
Did he move on? Did he win?
No.
Did they win?
No. It's not about the winning that we're saying now. You said it was not welcome. Somebody that was not welcome and was given a vice presidential slot. He came to the party wielding so much power.
What now happened to? What now happened to?
You will have your time. Wait. You will have your time. Let Mr. Kole talk. Don't disrupt Mr. Kole.
What now happened to his collaboration with Alhaji Abubakar Atiku? What now happened?
Yes.
What now happened? Because as of that time, the Eastern and Southeastern were looking for their turn as a president, and for Obi to even become vice president under Atiku, he must have foreseen. And you didn't even let me land. That Labour Party was hijacked from Dan Hanyawu. You know, the original guys that
Dan Nwanyawu.
Dan Nwanyawu. Yes, Anyanwu. Dan Anyanwu.
Dan Nwanyawu. Anyanwu is different. It's just like I call you Kule and somebody says you are Tunde. They are two different things.
Dan Nwanyawu. Dan Anyanwu.
They are different.
So what I'm saying, and that guy, the Labours, they find their way, the Labour Congress, they found their way to snatch away that party from Dan Nwanyawu. And Dan Nwanyawu said, since the day he handed over that Labour to them, that was when the crisis started. You cannot build on a platform that you don't, have foundation, right? You cannot build a house on a house that don't have foundation.
Okay.
Labour does not have foundation.
Thank you.
And Obi himself needs to watch himself well. The way it's going now, we cannot even get to that promised land of his ambition, because as it is, I can tell you categorically, Obi has lost a lot of supporters.
Okay, now let's look at this topic.
Yeah.
Trade Union Congress blames PMS shortage on federal government's delay in activating Port Harcourt refinery operations. Have you heard that there is little queues in Abuja, in Lagos, due to fuel scarcity?
Okay,
and now Trade Union is saying it is because this present government has refused to take action on this Port Harcourt refinery that they said will be ready by December.
Okay, thank you very much. About the refinery.
Yes, sir.
I'm not here to support the government. I'm not the spokesperson of the government. But I can tell you likewise.
No, why will you say you are not you are not here speaking for any government. You are here speaking for yourself on your opinion,
opinion.
especially in your support for this present government.
That's why I'm still saying that I'm not here for any, because I know the attack will keep coming. Where is it?
It is normal.
So let me explain myself well.
Please explain yourself.
So the way it is now, it's better to come late than never, right? And I can tell you the process of refining crude is not as easy as what people think of. Because number one, you must avoid the manipulations of that process. If you embark on that manipulation, you get what you call toxic crude. And let me just break it down to a layman. You know these people that build, borehole drilling is more or less like drilling of fixing of refinery. Because I've been engaged to one of these diaspora guys.
Have you done bunkering before?
I say I've been engaged
okay. I thought you said you've done bunkering.
You don't hear me. You don't always hear me well.
I hear you well. I hear you. I just want to be sure.
The process, sir, Mr. Kadeshe,
yes, sir.
the process about the borehole, it's the same process where the what's it called, refinery system go on. And you could remember this refinery has been left decay from the successive government, which I don't know the Lagos guy. He benefited a lot. The money they're supposed to use to fix up that refinery, they share it for them. Atiku was sharing all the money for them, and they could not reject it. That it's our future you are sharing. All of them are now coming crying wolf on there's no refinery, there's this. And I'm saying it loud and clear. The refinery will work, and they should swallow their pill. The refinery will work. We don't want to have a refinery that will be pumping toxic.
Like somebody who's sympathetic to the APC. How long do you think we Nigerians will wait for these refineries to work? Because let me not tell you lies. Yesterday, I went to buy gas. And I was so lucky that I got there 6 a.m. And because I know one person, they didn't open at that time. But I called the person, I said, I need to use this fuel urgently because there has been no light. So one way or the other, they allowed me in. As I dropped the fuel in the office, going back, I saw long queue.
But breaking news, Socom is coming, CNG cars are coming, CNG, So this one cannot believe anything. This lucky cannot believe anything.
You said soccer is coming.
On the CNG, So the CNG cars are coming.
Do you know what the Yoruba proverb says? Say, ìrètí pípẹ́ ó lè fa ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn.
That ìrètí, you just need to be.
For those who do not understand, delayed hope
a year, my brother, what can you get done in a year? In a very turbulent country like Nigeria, what can you get done in a year?
But in a day, subsidy was removed.
In a day, subsidy was removed because it was lacuna that we've been having that we have to. You see, even
immediately the president was sworn in. In less than 1 hour, subsidy was removed.
Definitely. Because that was our problem, that was our demonic problem that's been holding on to answer. And there's no time is too late for you to announce it. So that 3 months of subsidy, let it go that way. Because anybody that is supporting subsidy must check his brain.
I know a lot of people in diaspora. A lot of people in diaspora share your views. Mr. Taiwo Odulade says you should ride on. Jane August says you should ride on, and a lot of so many other people. But Udeze Chima says you are not on the right track. But all the same,
because I didn't support to be
for coming.
You don't
have to support to be. You have right to support whoever you want.
He's holding me hand for.
No.
You
have right to support
more than anybody here. I know him, and he knows me. And I will never succumb to what he said. I don't know.
Thank you. Daddy H says I should tell you that you can make a very good pastor. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know the Lagos.
It's good to say the truth. Not about the truth.
What is the truth?
The truth is that what is bad is bad. What is good is good.
But you know that sometimes what is good, because of our own understanding, because of our ignorance. You see, me, I always say something. Lack of knowledge is ignorance. Error is not ignorance. Error is when you understand the wrong things. So when you tag some things truth, do you know it may be error? And sometimes you are saying it is truth because it is ignorance.
Yeah, the reason why I say what is bad is bad. Let's say the truth. Let's tell the whole world. The whole world are watching us. You see, Buhari spent 8 years under APC. Are you getting me? We say, okay, let's be patient. They say, Kule, 2 of us here. I mean, we disagree and agree. We patient for 8 years. Tinubu came again. I said, almost 1 month remaining to 1 year now.
1 month?
1 month to make a year. Now tell me all the policy now. Are we going forward or we're going back? They said dollars. When dollar was rising up to 2,000, when you make a market tomato buy egg, you say dollars. You want to buy tomato, say dollars. You want to buy this, say dollars. Now at the end, dollars now come down. Did the tomatoes come down? Did the oil come down? Did everything come down?
Have you heard that the price of rice has come down?
How much for a bag of rice today?
Well, I do not know because
your minimum wage.
I've not bought in the last
minimum wage is 30,000. Abi?
Yes.
Is it everybody that's collecting the minimum wage?
No, not
everybody. It highest it go down to 65,000.
No, you said is it everybody that's collecting the minimum wage?
That's
why it's called minimum wage is that the least will collect 30,000.
That's what I'm asking you. Is everybody that's collecting that 30,000?
A lot of people collect above 30,000.
Where rice is almost 65,000.
The person do not have to buy a bag. Somebody collecting 30,000 as minimum wage does not have to buy a bag of rice.
When you have 5 children, you don't need to buy a bag of rice. Then you be going. Hold on. I still don't believe that you buy 1 bag of rice, put for house. Than buying every day. Every day you buy. No. Let's say the truth. See, improper policy. I give you an example. Like the refinery you are saying. Go to Abuja. There is 2 in Abuja. Somebody say bought for 900. That's the question I ask. Are we going forward? We are going back. See, you can't do everything at the same time.
Even as I yesterday, in all sincerity, I still bought my fuel 620.
620. Abuja is 900, 800. Yes. Somebody said it. Okay. Now NPC is telling you logistic. What is the logistic? Okay. Where is the refinery that says it's going to work December? No. See, whether APC or PDP or all of us are suffering it. Now, we have not finished for that. NEPA, subsidy removed. Ban A, Ban B, Ban C. Say, let's say the truth. What is bad is bad. What is good is good. Hear me, okay? What is bad is bad. What is good is good. People are not happy. People are not happy. Let's say the truth. Too much of policy. You have not finished the subsidy. You are removing subsidy for NEPA. Do you understand me? We have to at least, let's vote for one particular thing. Say, yeah, this is what Tinubu have presented to people. You understand me? It is not matter of APC, it's a matter of Nigerians. Everybody is suffering it. Both the rich and poor are crying now. It should just say, okay, if you want to deal with NEPA, deal with NEPA. If you want to deal with fuel, deal with fuel. Let's have one particular one thing.
Okay, let's look at what the Nation newspaper has said this morning. According to Tinubu, he says, I take tough policy decisions in people's interests.
See,
we Nigerian people are used to being cushioned. They are used to being pampered. And in this pampering, things will not continue.
I want to ask you a question. Since I was born, what is my benefit for government? Just tell me. Which can pamper? I pay for everything. I pay for school, everything. Tell me what am I in Nigeria?
Have you looked into some of the public schools that it's better now than it used to be?
Public school?
Yes.
Public school. After you finish, how many years for university to finish everything, you don't get a job. What's the need of bringing graduates? What
No,
is
no,
the
no.
need?
When I mean public
public
schools.
school. What they have in
Public
public school?
nursery, public primary and secondary schools.
Let's say the truth. What did they have there? Public school, go to hospital. What do they have there? That's a question. Go to a public school where they have more than 200 inside one class. See, let me tell you, let's not pretend.
But do you want to take it away from the governor of Lagos State that in the area of education is working so hard?
Yes, education. See, education security is working in Lagos State.
So why would you now complain as a Nigerian that what are you enjoying from the government when you have to pay your children's school fees in private school? I know that a lot of people have said that public school teachers are more qualified than even these private school teachers that we're looking at.
You see, not to just talk.
It's not a matter of talking.
Hold on.
It's about
Let me tell you
experiences. It's about going around and monitoring these things. And I know.
Take a walk to very public school here, very close by here.
What's the name of the school?
You see most of the teachers, they are doing business. In one class, you see more than 80 people inside that class. What are they teaching? They're doing their business.
No, what kind of business?
You cannot say about private. My children go to private school. Private school.
But what's the quality of the private school that your children
Let
go
me
to?
tell you, private school is more than this public school. Private school, go and find out. Private school, they pay, they care. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go there now. You want to come? Let's go there.
Okay. Now,
students.
let's analyze it. Some of these private schools have just school sat holders as their teachers. These public schools will never employ a school sat holder, apart from maybe menial jobs or some little administrative work in public schools.
See,
so who do you think will teach your ward better?
Normally, the public school is supposed to teach better, but the government are not taking care of them very well side. That's the question. They don't, you see, you only just make money at a public school, they are better. But go to some primary school, public school, they don't have chair. They don't have sitting. Okay? See, let me give you an example. It's not to even public school, private school. After when you finish, what is the result end? What is the result? No job, nothing. You see, what I expect people to do, my brother, if you face electricity for 1 year, let them know we suffer for electricity for 1 year. If you want to face petroleum, let everybody know we face petroleum for 1 year.
But do you know that it is still the same Nigerians that will say, why are you taking it one after the other when you can do it once and for all?
Take it. We will believe now you are taking electricity, no electricity. Now, somebody paid 16,000 yesterday for electricity. You know how much they gave me by A? 4 units. 4.5 units. 16,000. 4.5 units.
Okay, the Minister for Power has said that some of these discos in the next 3 months will be sold to companies who can afford to distribute electricity.
Okay, see, let me tell you.
No, we can hold him by it.
Did you hold on? Did you hold Tinubu who said December petrol? Did you hold it?
We some people are saying why we form this platform is to continue to drum it in their ear.
Now we keep doing that for 8 years. What is the result? Look at
maybe our approach wasn't enough at that time.
Arabeshola spent 8 years. Said he has reformed most of the correction center. What happened yesterday?
They broke into Suleja.
Not broke it. The fence fell.
Yes, it was a jailbreak
just
actually.
Little water that just rain. And look at the building. So you just send it hold on. See, our Mumu don't do. Our Mumu don't do, sir. Our Mumu don't do. We can't continue be waiting.
Thank you.
Tinubu should just this 1 year. Let's see one thing. If the rice can go down, if other things can go down, if I can buy electricity, I can do things. Yes. Not wait. At the end, my brother is suffering. Suffering doesn't know episode, doesn't know PDP.
With Tinubu, what Tinubu has said that is policies are tough, but Nigerians are going to enjoy it at the end of the day.
At the end, you know the same thing Buhari tell us. Buhari don't tell you.
But do you believe it's better to be late than never?
When you start something, when you start one by one, you understand. Nigeria, my village, my grandmother in my village doesn't know. that taking things at the same time is not going to work for Nigeria.
Okay. Both of us now.
Yes.
Can we give ourselves an assignment? And the assignment is Faye is in Senegal now as a president.
Yeah.
And we know the country has been through a lot of troubles, a lot of hurdles. Can we both begin to study the economy? Can we begin to both study the policies of the president now and how long it's going to take him to be able to put things together? Then, in the course of our program, we'll discuss it.
I'll be very great to do that.
Please.
Like Senegal, that is a small country compared to us.
No.
It's a small
Forget
country compared
size.
to us.
Forget size. Human beings are human beings everywhere.
Tinubu should just take one thing. That's what I'm praying. He should take one thing. If it's electricity, take it and let the common men, common of us, breathe. Breathe.
Let the masses breathe.
Breathe.
Let them breathe.
Breathe.
Which was one of the slogans of Tinubu at that time. He was campaigning.
Tinubu.
Thank you very much.
People
Mr. Edo,
are hungry.
Lagos.
Edo can never be.
Edo can never be Lagos.
You know, our
Thank
election
you.
is coming. Election is coming.
Yes.
And very soon, we'll be dealing with that and I'll focus on that.
Yes. We are going to do an exclusive on Edo State election.
That is it. That's what I said. I don't know be Lagos.
I don't know be
when
Lagos.
We said somebody came and said, "Oh, don't know be Lagos." You saw that man.
I saw him.
Yeah, Baba.
But he was partisan. Thank you. Mr. Olasukomi, real one, Chukwebuka.
Yes, good morning.
Like I always say, Ndewo. I have decided not to speak Yoruba to you, and I will not speak Yoruba to you because you have adopted that name.
Yeah, they gave me the name. It's a good name. Oluwatobi. That means God is great. So
Yes. There's a US report that says 2023 election that favored Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was the will of the people. Yes. Was the will of the people.
that 2023
election they still said, though there are little issues here and there, but the people voted en masse for Tinubu.
First things first, good morning to the US people, because after almost 1 year, what do they want to achieve by this report? But then number two, they said that people voted massively for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't know who the people are that voted for him. First things first, let me start from foundation or something. The worst election in the history of Nigeria was 2023.
Like we have always said, that 2019 was the worst. No, 2015 was the worst. 2011 was the worst. 2007 was the worst. We've always said that rhetorically.
No. There are two elections that are the worst to me. 2007 election was a very useless election.
Why would you say that?
That is why even Yar'Adua that benefited from that election said that's why tomorrow, yes. Yar'Adua remain my best president. I always say it. That's why Yar'Adua said that this election that brought me in is not a free and fair election. That's why he said that he's going to introduce.
He said it was not a free and fair election. He never said he didn't win.
That's what I said. Yes. So such a man now said, I'm going to bring these electoral reforms. Do you understand? That was then when Jonathan now continued with his legacy. That's why 2015 is one of the best elections in Nigeria. Even though it went against that man, because what they said they were going to use, they used it, which was electronic card reader. Even though we saw how in the north children were voting and everything, but even the man accepted the election result. Now in 2023 election, why the election is the worst is that, let me give you a perfect example. I like to give examples. You cannot, yes, you cannot be a Muslim, for example. I'm talking about foundational something, and you don't believe in the oneness of Allah. That means like Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Even though there are other pillars of Islam. For example, if you go to Mecca, you fast in Ramadan, you do 5 salats in a day, and you don't believe in that first one, that your religion is dead. Let me go to Christianity. No matter even like you build churches, you do all those things. If you don't believe that Jesus Christ has come to die for your sin, if you don't believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, no matter anything you do in Christianity, your Christianity is dead. 2023 election was.
I like you to look at the traditional worship too, because those are not the two religions in Nigeria. So I need you to bring a statement from traditional religion too.
I was a Muslim. My father was a Muslim. Then I was a Muslim. I gave my life to Christ. I cannot speak on traditional religion when I'm not part of them. Understand? Because I respect tradition. My forefathers worship Oro. You know what I mean? I'm from Abeokuta. So I don't want to speak on what I don't know about. Now, you cannot say our 2020 election was based on electronic transmission of results. Then we saw how the senatorial election was the presidential and senatorial at the same time. We saw how the senatorial and House of Rep it was transmitted. Then for the presidency there was a technical glitch. That is the most useless word in the history of the world. That technical glitch has made that election useless. Because if, for example, I've always said that what Peter Obi had in Lagos, I'm using Lagos as an example, is far more than what they gave to him. I know what I'm talking about. You understand? You are in a polling booth. You know what happened in your polling center, and you saw what they transmitted because of technical glitch. Now BBC, I've always maintained that to me, Nigeria is a British company. But even BBC
that you always call the CEO or the
permanent CEO of Nigeria, yes, in Nigeria are the Hausa Fulanis. The permanent MD at Yorubas, I've always said, and the casual staffs in Nigeria, the way it is structured, are the Igbo people. I have no apologies for that. What I'm saying is that even the BBC that belongs to the British people, when they did their own investigation in Rivers State, they saw that what INEC bought and the one that they would transmitted, the little ones, is different. That 2023 election is the worst election in the history of Nigeria. It's the worst. Because of that single so-called technical glitch. If the election has been transmitted, you are going to see. You saw, okay, even in Abuja, you saw won the election. You understand? Because they said how do I put that?
Do you know that before now,
yes,
opposition has always won in the FCT?
Yes. But in Lagos, we know
opposition has always won in the FCC,
yes.
So we cannot continue to use that as a yardstick.
I'm not using that as any yardstick. I'm just giving an example of how the election went. That if that Tinubu won the election, is no problem. But assuming it was transmitted, that like INEC promised, so INEC chairman kept on saying the same thing. That there's no two ways about it. That transmission of that election it is sacrosanct. It's going to happen. Then there was technical glitch all around centers in Nigeria at the same time. What a coincidence!
Why do you think? Let's look at it
yes.
now categorically. Why do you think Peter Obi lost the 2023 election?
Peter Obi lost the 2023 election because he belongs to a tribe that will in quotes never rule Nigeria. That's the reason why. I'm telling you, if you're talking about competency, character, capacity, and even looking at the past, nobody come close. I was giving an example. I said 2020 election is the most easiest election. The choice was to Nigerian was very easy. Very easy. It's like there's Real Madrid, there's Getafe, and there's Blackpool. In football, you can't compare. Real Madrid is way down there. So when I look at Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, and Bola Tinubu, there's no comparison. The gap is wide. They are not the same. You understand? So ordinarily, the people knew who they wanted, but INEC again knew who they wanted too. That's what I always said. But I said according to INEC, according to Supreme Court. You understand? If Peter Obi today had been a man of Fulani extraction, he would have been the president today. If Peter Obi had been a Yoruba man, his character and his person. Because today they are still searching maybe for his corruption or something, and God, by the grace of God, they are going to see it. I wish that they see it. Such a person would have become. But I've always maintained is because this man is from this particular tribe. After the war, he said there's no victor, there's no vanquish. And I've always said, till tomorrow, you know the victor, you know the vanquish. Unless we want to deceive ourselves. We can't keep lying. See, the greatest deceit in life is self-deceit. My father used to tell me, if people are deceiving you, congratulations. But if you are deceiving yourself, then there's problem.
That's doom.
Yes. When I was campaigning, it was very easy for me to campaign for Peter. It was very easy. I campaigned everywhere. Very easy for me. That's the easiest. Even Goodluck Jonathan own was quite hard. But Goodluck Jonathan had somebody like Muhammad Buhari that they said is not corrupt. So Jonathan is still very hard. But this one, because for me, I use an example. I told people there down in Superstar, I said, imagine a country, just imagine, close us and imagine a country that the president of that country, I was one them about 2023 election. The president of that country is someone like Pablo Escobar, a drug lord, number one. Imagine that same country, the vice president is somebody like Osama bin Laden, a terrorist sponsor. Imagine that same country that now the Senate president is now Hush Puppy, a Yahoo boy. No matter how you pray for that nation, it cannot prosper. I thought they knew how I campaigned. So I said, so now you have to choose a man, because people were saying that if Peter Obi enter, money no go flow, that they need something like a corrupt president, that if he enters, that money will flow. I said, you cannot vote like this, that Peter Obi is too stingy. I said, you need a stingy person in Nigeria so that they can use your resources. Because I always say that Nigeria deserves the kind of leader we have. I saw somebody say that Peter Obi is too weak. I said, no. Okay, if Peter Obi is too weak to be a president, so Yabelo is strong to be a president. So I always say that Nigerians deserve the kind of leader that we have. I have no opposition towards it. We deserve the kind of leader. If you say Peter Obi is too weak, okay, then you deserve Muhammad Buhari that is strong. Then you deserve Tinubu now. Because I'm telling you now, dollar is going back to the States. Multi-choice, DSTV now, they have increased their rates. All those mobile telecommunication network now, they have increased their rate. So we deserve what we have. If somebody that, for example, we saw how Kasim Shettima, the vice president, before he became vice president, during the campaign, he said Osinbajo is a good man. That only good men, they should be selling ice cream. My people, they kept quiet. So that means good men cannot rule Nigeria. But it's people that have questionable characters. It's people that you cannot even that you cannot defend that can rule Nigeria.
Thank you.
Let's continue like this. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Pastor Matthew, sorry for keeping you waiting. He has said something that Nigerians do not want somebody that will not throw money around, especially like Peter Obi. That's what Rilwan said. Nigerians do not want somebody that will throw money around, that will be strict to make sure that things are going well at the detriment of throwing money around like this as usual business. Is this government throwing money around?
But let me speak generally about Nigeria. Yes. Nigeria is a funny society. It's funny because they celebrate those who subjugate them. Look at what is happening in
subjugate in what sense, sir?
Subjugate in the sense of those who embezzle their money, who misappropriate their fund. They celebrate them. They even go beyond celebration to defend them. A case in hand is Kogi State. I'm not pronouncing the man guilty already, but we have a situation where instead of Kogites to queue and unite with EFCC to get this man to answer questions of misappropriation of funds levied against him, and this is Kogi's people's money, they are protesting that EFCC is persecuting the man. So that's why I say, in this part of the world, they celebrate those who subjugate them.
They subjugate
they celebrate those who subjugate them.
Those who subjugate them.
When Ibori was released from prison, the sea hero welcome in Delta State. And this man who pleaded guilty over the allegation of misappropriation of funds levied against him in UK. And this is supposed Delta State money. But he came back with heroic welcome. You can go on and begin to mention. Look at the two former governors who were released by President Muhammad Buhari when he abused his program of mercy to pardon them. They received heroic welcome in their two respective states when they return home. Nobody is asking questions. The money that was misappropriated. So it will be difficult. It's like Nigerians are like slaves who are comfortable with their status.
Now, looking at the word slaves, yesterday in a forum we were discussing, and I raised an issue that basically Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. Is it far-fetched?
No, you are correct. You are correct. When there was a unity of purpose, I'm talking about the EndSARS saga.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it turned out that there was wanton destruction of lives and property. It's quite unfortunate. But I look at the positive side of it. When the people were resolute that they wanted this as this what we wanted, it was not comfortable for anybody to say it was real, because even the police themselves were part of the people that the EndSARS protesters were fighting for. But the bottom line was that Nigerian youths were tired of SARS brutality, extrajudicial killing, inhuman treatment. And the government was, even if they were not ready to listen, but they listened by force. Within a space of 2-3 days, Sanwo-Olu was shuttling between Lagos and Abuja, going to present a 5-for-5 demand of the EndSARS protesters to Mr. President. Before, unfortunately, he mismanaged the situation, and the rest is story.
Okay, some people were saying that a lot of people voted for Obi.
Are you saying it's in relation with the US report?
Yes, US report. Now, some people, when you ask them, did you vote? They will say no. 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 So why didn't you vote? They will say it's because our vote does not count. Do you think Nigerian votes, if Nigerians had really come out en masse to vote for their choice, it will not count?
It is not possible to have every eligible voter file out to vote on election day.
Why?
For one reason or the other, it's not just in Nigeria. Tell me an election anywhere in the world where you register 100% compliance in terms of people who are eligible to vote. In terms of people, I'm not saying 90% is not good enough, but whatever percentage that was good enough, you understand that in Lagos State, during that election, they rejected Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and Obi won that election in Lagos State.
But the US report says otherwise.
I was not waiting for the US report.
Yes.
I was never waiting for US report to draw inference about 2023 election. The US is not the one that will tell me what happened in Nigeria. The US perhaps came with some delegates to witness what transpired. But I'm a Nigerian. I was in Nigeria during the election, in the build-up to the election, and everything that happened, we are witnesses to everything that happened. So how will I be waiting for a one report from America to form opinion of what happened in? Is that not stupidity for me to be waiting for American report to form opinion about what I experienced? I don't know what facts you can use to controvert the fact that Obi won in Rivers State, for instance. But the report of INEC, does it not show that Tinubu won that election? So I cannot wait for one report from America to form opinion about what happened in 2023 election in Nigeria. It amounts to stupidity on my part. The election has come and gone. We are now saying Obi will come and become the president, but the election was not free, fair, and credible. And that result of America, I fought it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Oh, okay. So no, it's been here. It's been here. Eh? No, let's him go quickly. Yes, Mr. Oluwawan. You're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand.
We are always welcome, because where are we? All of us, we are here to tell them what is happening in Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a systematic talk. Why talk every day? Because of what is happening. Okay, what is really happening now? But first of all, I give glory to our viewers. See, they will continue to multiply in their endeavors by Christ Jesus Christ. Nazareth. God will protect and empower them to listen to us and have happiness and know what is happening in their country, because we have all of us in the whole world. So what is happening now? What are we talking about?
Yes, what we're talking about is that US has said in a report that Tinubu's election was the will of the people, that the people really voted for him.
He said Tinubu election was the will of the people and the people voted for him. You see, USA is part of Tinubu. They are part and parcel of themselves. the mafians. Because they contributed to the allegority of the Regariti house. See what I'm saying?
Please break it down.
Allegority of the Regariti house. That is it. They combine together. They want to send me. Oh God. See what a great God you are. Your mind to God. Because people know it was not a platter of gold. It was not a platter of gold. He struggled with it. And they acquire it with their power. So what are we saying now? Today is 20 what?
26th.
April. That election was who's day they draw, who's day they clear winner.
March.
Okay, who day is son on him? See now they cave because they are mafians. They don't let you come down and tell you the language that you are there, that we are not with them. But let us be reality with our talk. Let us seek really democracy.
Tinubu has said, though his policies are tough, but it is for the benefit of Nigeria.
How long will we be harding? When we beginning to knock your child every day, say you fuck, I will knock your head. One day, head will check. Every day, 10 Nigerians say that we will knock. See, a reasonable person that hear your language know that you are not capable of your talk. Because the masses are the ones that bring you to power, because they are the majority. The earlier they are few, that they drag themselves, but the hungry are right plenty pass. Marwa yakpa for all the whole Nigeria. Marwa. Now 3.something million. Can you imagine? And you are telling me that you are a jagaba, you are bringing talk when no exists. See, you are your president, we know, because we don't have two presidents. But the reality speaking is that let there be modelization of the equality of the liver of all of us. Marwa 800, 1 million, 1 to now 3.something. Millions of our youth are suffering and dying. They carry a higher percent, 3.something million. Just to get food to chop, because at the end of 6 months, like Jagaba, don't scatter. Where are we going now? See, the truth is not there. Let the truth come to pass, and Nigeria will see the glory of God. No truth, I will see the glory. They are trying to manufacture the truth. You can't manufacture truth, because truth comes from God. Your heart is the temple of Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Thank you.
And if you tell the truth, it will be glorified. And your land will be glorified. And you will eat food. I never go anywhere. Thank you for what?
No, because of our time.
Who's time? 10 yakpa here.
Time, Yakpa.
Yakpa, you never
We
know.
have other projects.
Oh God, what a great God you are. You see, come. Let me tell you what one situation or the other. You see, let the president, when you want to language Nigeria, because majority of Nigeria, they don't understand the language, the English. When you say you will make division because of the situation, that division, that discussion, it dey wound people, it dey break people heart. They don't say how she go continue again. Then we have friends that will not sleep and wake up because they know tomorrow rice go come under 500 naira or 1.5. Everything reduced, beans reduced, garri. All of them is a language of the situation. Say it's a renew hope. It's a scam talk.
Thank you.
You know that you go anywhere. You try to drive me, but I live. But God bless you.
I'm not dragging you. Okay, so Mr. Chinedu, there was an argument before you came. I'd like you to take that your talk again from that point.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, viewers. Special thank you to Opiri. God bless you, sir. You know, their gestures. In fact, I don't know how to explain it. I just want to say thank you and God bless you. Let me just explain my reaction to what one Niyi was trying to say about Obi. You know, I think, let me just, lucky happen, let me just explain what the reason why I stepped in. My brother, to be fair, to both man and God. You see, the problem is that democracy is not that the democracy is not working. But the problem is that people has refused to work towards democracy. Nigerians are not working for the country.
Nigerians
are not working for the president.
Not the government alone.
And that, look at what a civil, bro, that's why most times I became scared. You know, when you look at the kind of things they throw to the public as graduates. As a graduate in Nigeria, you're supposed to be grounded. How do you expect to be? Even when the obedience, you are saying, we destroy Nigeria, go to the street. Another SRS is coming. Obi said what? No. Let us go to what? Court. Whatever court decide. Atiku also said court. Then you say Obi, so that tomorrow they go say Igbo man, Igbo. Bros, we are wiser than that. When Awolowo went and advised Gowon against the resolution in Aburi, he could not tell Gowon that confab is restructuring, confederation is restructuring. It's not secession. So that's what he wanted. No! Obi, look at what he's saying. I wasn't happy with. No. Me, if Obi no win election, first heaven no go fall. If Bola Tinubu no win election, heaven no go fall. The best you can do is to go to court. Go through the court process. It figure you. If it don't figure you, you try again. What of Buhari? How many times?
4 times.
God bless you. Why did Buhari carry gun as a military man? Then, now, apart from that, let us look at what is called opposition. I think his opposition is that kind of propaganda that Tinubu, Tunde Bakare did against. Even Sowore joined them. Sowore, as at that time, they tried and somersaulted Tinubu's Jonathan's government to the point that it collapsed. Saraki them! That's why I'm happy with what is happening in PDP. They carry somersaulted everything. What is the name of the vice president then to Jonathan? Namadi Sambo. You get one bad guy, they call him Muazu.
Adamu Muazu, former governor of Bauchi State.
God bless you, sir. These are guys who did that kind of propaganda. And Jonathan handed over power. We are telling lies. But when Buhari came into power, bam, every Wednesday, he's in the same kitchen with Jonathan. Every day, Jonathan there, but the people, Nigerians started asking, Jonathan, what are you doing in Abuja with Buhari every time? Bro, you know, I want you to understand Nigeria very well. There's no need for Obi to carry arms because he lost the election. That is uncivilized way of doing things. And anybody that is come out to the public and start saying that, my brother, that person needs to understand that it doesn't work like that. The highest you can do is court. And if you lose in the court, you try again. Like Buhari them did. They tried again.
So Obi has lost in the court, but why do you sometimes still say Obi won the election?
Let me tell you, you know, currently now, when Tinubu came to power, when the INEC announced Tinubu in the middle of the night, where Nigerians were tired and sleeping after voting, they announced results. In the morning, we are supposed to see on your mandate, everywhere in Nigeria. Where is here? But instead, there was a popular song that went viral. 76. Obi, 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 Obi one day. You know hear that? That tells you who won that election.
But you said something, if the court has pronounced somebody else, especially at the supreme level, you cannot lay claims to that mandate anymore.
But we are making references to that. That's what we are talking about. And Obi is steaming currently now. Steaming seriously. You know, yes, the popularity is spreading.
Now, Dr. Doyin Okukwe, I'll keep referring to him, especially when this obese issue comes up. He said their plan at that time was to win through Labour Party and then begin to handle the party the way it's supposed to be.
As a political
party. Now, because they have different ideologies, that they were going to bring their own ideology. Now that has been revealed, do you think Obi still stand a chance in the Labour
No,
Party?
see, bros, there's nothing like it's all over until it is over.
It's not over
Until
it's over. And that's according to Pastor Matthew Ashimolo.
You understand what I'm saying? There's no situation, there's no problem that does not have solution as far as human being is concerned. You know, it is human being that formed Labour Party, that came together and said they were a Labour Party. That is one. Two, the crisis that Labour Party is believed to be having today is other political parties still have it. The APC is going through the same thing. You understand? But what we don't want is that when we start seeing the direct hand of Esau,
I will call it Jacob.
we become very uncomfortable. You understand? We become very uncomfortable. You understand? But Obi has come out recently to tell the whole world that the problem in Labour Party can be solved. And of course, it can be solved. You know? And there's a forensic investigation now on the budget and the financial activities of Labour Party before the 2023 election, and after, of course, till date, that one is still going on. So there's an internal reconciliation process going on now in the Labour Party. But at the end of the day, you know, when I look at people like Doyen Okube, you know, he said he's no longer like his ideology or his principle he believed.
No, he said the principle he and Obi believed
That
is not in tandem with the Labour Party.
With the Labour
but
Party.
he just had to use the platform.
Yes, or there. Now, that's what we are saying. Did he tell you those kind of principles? What those principles are? He didn't explain it. You see, they want to. When you want to consolidate, you need to understand that people are also involved. Okay, and there is need for sacrifice. You know, there is need for perseverance. There is need for cohesion. There is need for synergy. There is need to carry people along. Sacrifice first. So anything the Labour Party is going through now can be resolved.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Yes, Mazi, good afternoon, good morning. We're still in the morning. You're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning.
Good morning, viewers. Obire one ne. I know I need an Ekenego. August then. Lucky Waja. Thank you, Dr. Hope Iyamu Oduware. We are thanking you. Kanabuba, all of you. Sister Clara, Sister Modesty, Mommy Kechi, all of you guys, you know, that are trying for us. Many of you, I don't remember your names. I'm just saying good morning. Sit down well and listen to what is going on there. Caller. Okay, you are the one that will ask me a question.
No, you have something to say.
I would have asked you.
No, don't ask me a question. It's a discussion program. But you have something to say.
Yes, I have something to say.
US has said, no. The result of the 2023 election was according to the will of the people, or rather, is the will of the people.
Yeah, that is see what US said. I don't know whether he said actually what US said, because US said,
it's a US report.
US reported yesterday that Obi outrightly thoroughly won 2023 election.
They didn't say that.
No, I read it. Maybe from various platforms.
There were a lot of issues with the election, but you can't take that. You can't take away the fact that people still voted Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
It's a lie. What United States said yesterday, I read it from my own breaking news, maybe because Phoenix, breaking news Nigeria,
Phoenix?
Scooper, Opera Mini, maybe they are saying different things. They said their own conclusion was that Peter Greg Obi actually won 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. That he was the one that wait now, let me finish.
Okay, please do.
He was the one that people chose. Okay, we don't twist the truth and call it another thing. Are you listening to me? United States of America said actually Obi won 2023 election outrightly. That's what I read from my own breaking news. And let me tell you that every Nigerian, all Nigerians, they know it, that Obi won outrightly last year presidential election in Nigeria. And what I'm asking you now is that we Nigerians were the cause of our problems. Sometimes we see the right thing to do, we do the other way. Maybe because, see, let me tell you, we are going to face 2027, and 2027 will be worse than 2023. Do you know why? Tinubu is going to use Nigerian resources, Nigerian money, to buy 2027 presidential election. This time around, 2027, this time around, he's not using his personal money. Tinubu is in charge of Federal Republic of Nigeria now. The money is not going to be from Lagos money alone. No. Tinubu is going to buy everywhere come 2027. US report comes too late. Why did they allow the court processes, electoral tribunal, everything to just go down before they come out and tell the whole world the truth? Okay, I always don't like the kind of policy the West are playing against Africa. To whom it may concern, if they tell us that Tinubu won outrightly, that is their own bullshit. We don't need it. We know whom we voted. I know whom Yoruba man voted. I know whom Igbo man voted. And the whole Nigerian nationalities, they voted Obi. And US is telling wrong thing, saying wrong thing from other angles. What I read yesterday was that Obi won the election. Tinubu did not win the election.
The US said, even with what the US said, there's a report which says, according to that report, according to the report, supporters of the All Progressives Congress, APC, intimidated voters and suppressed their votes in Igbo-dominated areas
was the
of Lagos during the March
platform
2023 election. This was revealed in the report published by the Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights, Labor, U.S. Department of State, stressing human rights practices and violations in different countries, including Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Listen good. See, Kola, let me tell you yesterday, Mr. Kadesh, I told you that EFCC that were pursuing Yaya Bello, the former Kogi governor, that EFCC, they were pursuing what? Shadows. They are running after shadows. Why? You are trying to prosecute or arrest Bello that is what? Working for Tinubu. Bello is among the Tinubu's cabinets. A man working
unofficial cabinet member.
I'm telling you, how can you? It is wrong. I told you that did you know what happened yesterday? Yeah. The case has been struck out. Yes. Nothing will come out of this. And do you know what Olukayode said? Olukayode threatened Nigeria. Olukayode threatened Nigeria that if Yaya Bello fails to come to court, I will resign. He should resign honorably.
That's what Nigerians are asking
Thank you. Now. If he has integrity, Mr. Integrity must resign though. For his integrity to remain there. Oga, but my question is who did it first in Nigeria? Have you seen any serving person in the public office or agencies resigning?
Olukayode has vowed, and I'm sure that he will adhere to his vow.
Thank you so much. Let us cross our fingers and be waiting. Because I'm expecting him to bow out honorably, as Tai Solarin did in 1990. I'm expecting him to bow out honorably, as a BTK did in 1986. I want him to resign from the office as Batin Naj did. When it matters most, you follow what? What she said. Olukayode failure to resign. Olukayode, let me tell you. Resign away. Get away from there, because the people that are working for Tinubu are same with Tinubu.
Okay, now let's look at this area. Now, American International School, Abuja, where Yaya Bello went to pay the school fees. It was alleged, well, with some of the documents we saw that he actually paid $845,000 plus for his children's school fees till graduation from secondary school. Now, the school is saying, because the FCC had told them that they should return the money, the school is saying that since those children have spent some of the money, what they can refund now is $760,100.
If I could be that school, Mr. Kadesh, listen and listen good. I won't refund the money.
Why won't you?
Why? The children, they went to the school, they graduated there. The money has been... Yes. Okay, they're not graduates.
He paid for future, for now.
Okay, in advance. In area. Okay, I can now understand. Yes, it is. No, it is advisable that the school returns the money. They should return the money, provided it's not in abroad. Okay, in abroad.
It's Abuja.
It's not in abroad. Okay. They should return our Commonwealth money to us. It's our Commonwealth. They should bring it back to us, because we have seen it. I told you that the FCC is not going anywhere. Tinubu employ Yaya Bello. Anything born of snake is not devoid of long neck. Yaya Bello is part of Tinubu. Tinubu is part of Yaya Bello. Now they have settled outside the courts. If guys not taken, they have advised him to, out of that 80 billion that TFCC is pursuing, Oga pay 20 billion and go home with 60 billion. We have already discussed it here, and that was exactly what went at the court there. The court we expected of the EFCC chairman who bragged and talk about his integrity, Oga Olukaide, resign and keep your integrity. Let us know that you are a man of integrity.
Now, let's look at it with what Taiwo Odunlade has said.
Yes.
There's nothing that has happened to the case. They only withdrew the appeal.
And then
the case still goes on.
The case still goes on.
Yes.
At the back door.
No, not at the back door.
The
appeal to arrest him.
Organ, listen. Taiwo Odunlade, we are following the case. The whole world are following the case. All of a sudden,
no. But it's on record. It's on record that it was the appeal.
We don't want it
on his
that
arrest.
Way. We don't want it that way. Listen and listen good. 4 or 5 years ago, I think 4 years ago, no, 5 years ago, Ojo Zakolo was arrested of 7 billion whatever hanging on his neck. The whole world followed it. There was never a day they suspended and they withdraw the case or die it down so that some persons will go at the back door and manipulate that case. They follow Ojo Zakolo until he was jailed. Oh God, don't let that. I hope you are listening. They follow Ojo Zakolo until Ojo Zakolo was jailed. Yaya Bello want to not be different, and that regime was Buhari's service jail term. Oh, guy, he served it, and there's a stage they released him. They released him.
Why was he released?
Oh my God! Why are you asking me? Ojo Zakolo was jailed now at a stage. Nigerian factor, they bent it. They bent it. Oh, listen.
Nigerian factor was bent.
Thank you. They follow
Ojo Zakolo. So what if it is bent for Yaya Bello? Does it make any difference?
That's why I'm telling you that they are all best of same feeder. But Ojo Zakolo was followed.
I thought you said you support Ojo Zakolo.
The way they run Ojo Zakolo, Ojo Zakolo now went to jail. Listen good. They jailed him. Later, they twisted it. So they started arrangement.
That's another backdoor arrangement.
Thank you. Listen, backdoor arrangement. That's what we want. Yaya Bello matter issue to go straight. Let us know what is going on. Why soft peddling and what? Withdrawing. What are we withdrawing? Are we withdrawing money? Okay, this case should be going on and on and on. We are all interested.
Udeze Chima says something here. He said the current EFCC boss seems to be an honest man by his actions.
Thank you. I support Chima. Yes, I support Udeze Chima.
So why are you against the fact that?
No, I'm against the fact that they are withdrawing it and they don't want us to follow up. And before you know it, everything will be swept under carpet. Ojo Zakolo case was not withdrawn. They follow it and they made sure that Ojo Zakolo went to jail. And listen again, what Udeze said is right. But Oga Udeze, let me tell you, there's a chairman. Listen and listen good. Ojo Zakolo, straight, he went to jail. Yaya Bello, a former governor, Ojo Zakolo, a former governor. They should follow Yaya Bello case straight. Let us see where it ends.
So you prefer Yaya Bello to go
the way maybe they can
10
twist
days.
It. Thank you. Maybe even one day.
We just want him to enter the
We
galleys.
don't want it to be like that. To be done like that.
To enter the galleys.
Not only me want him. That's what the whole world wants.
Okay.
The whole Nigerians, they want him to be tried. Are you listening to me? Then Olukaide now is a man of integrity. He claims to be. And for me to support him and love him, he should resign. Failure to resign is not a man of integrity.
Thank you very much.
That's
Mr.
my own point.
Mr. Ralph. Thank you very much to all our viewers across the world. I thank you for all your contribution. It's been another exciting time, another wonderful time at the newsstand, bystanders at the newsstand this morning. I thank Uku Oji, Obire, Udeze Chima, Taiwo Odunlade, Buki Hastrop. We thank James Lawson, Amadi. We thank you all for all your support and your contribution. We say we love you. We thank Crown Badge. We thank you all. We say tomorrow is going to be another time for an exciting and another wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. With that, my name is Kolade Folarin Kadesh Prince. I say bye for now. Thank you.